Good evening, and thanks for tuning in to the Catamount Report. I'm Kayla Godfrey.
And I'm Alina Voronenko, and we're here today to deliver you the latest news about what's going on at Western Carolina University and the Jackson County community.
Well, it's certainly a beautiful day today, don't you think so?
It sure is, Kayla.
Well, students in our very own Department of Communication took an exciting trip down south to look at their possible futures. Our very own Alina Voronenko was on the scene.
Students in the National Broadcasting Society visited CNN and Turner headquarters in Atlanta, Georgia on Friday, April 25th. The visit included the tour of several studios including CNN, TNT, and NBA television. Students witnessed the behind the scenes of Turner Network and enjoyed the opportunity to meet with a recruiter, director of studios, and a writer for the web. The trip to CNN consisted of junior and senior students seeking opportunities within their careers. WCU student Dustin George found the trip motivational.
Honestly, I think this was kind of the kick in the pants I needed. Since the school year started, I've been kind of like burnt out on doing a lot of news-related stuff, and seeing like all these people and the way that they work and just how cool people are around here and the way things flow. It's made me just really want to get back at it.
The group took an extensive behind-the-scenes tour looking at different control rooms, editing stations, and production development areas. Students took photos and sat in the studios where talents performed live and talked with the crews who put on the shows and are usually not seen on TV. Our personal tour guide and Turner Network content specialist, Joseph Mullins, gave advice to graduating seniors.
So my advice for seniors would definitely be work hard on every project you can get your hands on. Doesn't matter if you want to be a director, go be a script ripper, go work camera, edit, everything. Get as much experience in every position possible.
He stressed the importance of being prepared before entering the workforce.
Fill up your demo reel with as much stuff as you can, so you're struggling to figure out what to keep it at 2 minutes versus struggling to fit stuff in or to come up with stuff to put in there. You should have 20 projects that you're choosing from for your demo.
Students left CNN with valuable information to meet their career goals. The National Broadcasting Society plans to schedule future visits to CNN and create further opportunities to rising seniors.
This was definitely an exciting trip for those students interested in news, and hopefully great opportunities like these will appear more for people to join the Broadcasting Society this fall.
Speaking of trips, I'm feeling pretty lucky today, Kayla. Maybe I should head to the casino, or better yet, Las Vegas, like several other WC students did recently. Here's Mary Weedle with the story.
Las Vegas attracts tourists with its flashy lights and poker tables, but last week it was home to nearly 100,000 media and entertainment professionals from all corners of the globe. The National Association of Broadcasters is the largest media conference in the world that showcases the newest advances in media technology. It holds 1,600 exhibits that stretch over an outstanding 35 football fields. 5 of our very own Western Carolina University communication majors attended the NAB conference and the Broadcast Education Association conference held next door. Students came to attend educational seminars and to network with professionals in all aspects of media. WCU student Jake Myers was impressed with his experience.
I'm not going to get anything like this ever again anywhere else in the world. This is the most collective thing you're going to get for this industry. It's awesome. I mean, there's so many people here. You can connect in so many different ways. We just came from a job fair. You can get a job. You can get a job right here in Las Vegas. It was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had. 3 days long. It's worth every penny, and I would recommend it highly for anyone to come.
On the last day of the conference, a job fair was held by the BEA for soon-to-be graduating seniors. CNN, ESPN, and even Disney were represented to talk one-on-one with potential interns or employees. Pat Bryson was one of the many employers seeking young talent. She expressed the importance of networking at the convention and encouraged students to look outside the box when seeking a job. WCU student Kevin Bullock has an interesting encounter.
I actually left NAB one day early. I mean, I was tired. I wanted to go back to the hotel and take a nap or something. And I sat next to the internet and social media coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. and that should have never have happened. I actually went with our department head, Don Connolly, over to the hotel early. I ended up sitting next to someone from the Dallas Cowboys. Nothing better than that.
Students left Vegas with no extra money in their pockets, but a knowledge of the media that is uncompromised to anything you could have learned in a classroom.
Have left Vegas with as much money as they did. Talk about a great time and a great way for broadcasting students to network. Check out new technology and see what other students are doing across the country. That being said, you don't have to leave campus to have a great time. Western Carolina has had many festivals and events this spring celebrating all different kinds of students and cultures. Kayla Godfrey attended and reported on the festival.
Celebrated campus diversity through the 35th Annual International Festival held on the UC lawn. The event featured many of the university's international students who come from all over the world to study here, including Western North Carolina's Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. There were many things to do and see at the festival, including vendors and musical performances by Cherokee flutist Matthew Toney and the WCU Inspirational Choir. WCU student Kelsey Biggers says the music is what brought her to the festival.
So what I really liked about the festival was I really enjoyed walking around and looking at the different booths and kind of like looking and learning about the different cultures. I also really enjoyed the music.
Diverse student organizations such as the Asian Student Association, Latin American Student Organization, and the Japanese Language and Culture Club were also a part of the festival. Shahida Uthman, a club member, says that being at this event can help spread the word about the different organizations.
Now I'm with the Japanese Language and Culture table. Pretty much what our booth is trying to do is raise money for our club so we can fund more activities for it.
A popular attraction every year is the traditional dance led by the Saudi Arabian students. This group dance started off as a competition between two people and eventually grew to a bigger crowd, incorporating students and even children who wanted to learn the dance. WCU international student Yahya Hammond believes that the dance brings people together and he loves teaching others about his culture.
Arabia, this is the third year for me in day. I enjoy it. We came here to represent our country.
The festival was a success as it brought hundreds of people together and helped us realize we may come from different places, but we're all the same on the inside.
And to receive more information on next year's festival or to learn more about more diversity opportunities on campus, you can check out the Office of Intercultural Affairs.
One particular student organization also held an event on campus that embodies celebrating diversity and cultural awareness here at Western. Catamount Report correspondent April Alexander got the scoop.
Of Ebony students held its annual scholarship pageant in the grand room of the A.K. Hans University Center. The pageant consisted of 5 contestants competing to be the next Miss OES.
We took a lot of time to get this together. We started in February, so it was a couple of months, and the girls worked really hard. As president, I tried to oversee and help and do anything that I could because Casey was the person to put all this stuff together.
The participants displayed their talent, style, and wit among being judged upon their overall impression on the audience.
14 Miss OES is Miss O'Shea Massey.
Winning this is such a blessing, and I just want to thank everyone that helped me with this, but being a part of the organization of Ebony students and being Miss OES means a lot to me because the organization is really wonderful, so this means a lot.
The winner of the pageant received a $500 scholarship and a chance to host the 2015 Miss OES pageant.
Nothing beats promoting a good cause, and it also doesn't hurt to win a scholarship for it either. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing next year's performance in the pageant.
With the warm spring weather finally here, lots of people are busy enjoying sunshine in the outdoors. For 2 Western North Carolina locals, springtime means more than just taking time to smell the flowers. For them, it means taking time to smell the honey. Here's Mary Weedle with the latest.
And the bees are flying here in Western North Carolina. The long winter has finally dissolved into spring and honeybees are busy pollinating our blooming spring flowers. Mary Ellen and Jim Parham are locally based beekeepers located in Almond, North Carolina. They invited us to see the inner workings of beekeeping.
It takes 21 days, it's interesting, 21 days, 3 turns of the moon I guess that is, for an egg to turn into a bee. A worker bee, Drone takes a little more, I think it's 24 days, and a queen bee, they can develop a queen bee in about 15 days.
The art of creating honey is a long and tedious process.
Bees don't wait on you. They don't wait on your schedule to be convenient to do stuff. So if there's something going on that needs to happen with the hive, you can't put it off to the weekend, or you're going to have something will go wrong. You know, you'll lose bees or something like that. So you do have to pay attention to that.
Jim and Mary Ellen have been actively beekeeping since they were married 21 years ago and are most well known for their sourwood and wildflower honey.
In western North Carolina, there are two honey flows. There's a spring honey flow and a summer honey flow. And a honey flow has to do with what's blooming that the bees are attracted to. So right now is just beginning the spring flow, the nectar flow. And there's what's blooming, I saw it on the drive-in, is tulip poplars just starting to bloom, cherry is blooming, wild cherry, and locust will start blooming in another couple of weeks.
Honeybees are essential in creating western North Carolina's ecosystem and have more uses than just sweetening our hot tea.
Sugar is refined, and honey is a raw product. There's more than just the sweetness to it. There's nutrients, there's, you know, whatever is coming up through the nectar out of the ground and all that in it. There's also pollen mixed in with it, and there's not only nutrients in the pollen, but there's, for people who have allergies, a lot of people will want to eat raw honey that's from the area where they live and that was produced when they're having allergic reactions, because getting that little bit of pollen, whatever it is they're allergic to, if they get it in those tiny amounts, it's like a homeopathic remedy type thing.
Honey season is in full swing, so next time a bee crosses your path, don't swat it, thank it for the wonderful gift of pollination and honey.
The honeybee definitely contributes more to our environment than we realize. From pollinating flowers to the pollen in their honey that helps us with allergies, they definitely help our communities as well.
Well, speaking to giving back to our communities, a local grocery store isn't just selling food. They are giving it away to those who need it most. Bringing you the news is reporter Heather Furr.
Ordinary Grocery Store. Founded in November 2012 by the Community Bible Church in Cashers, the market has a unique way of reeling in customers. Employee Sarah Gatiligo says that giving is what makes them stand out.
We are a food assistance area and a discount market. So all the stuff on our shelves is for sale, and it's all discounted by at least 30%, sometimes more, depending on what we pay for. All of our produce and our bread and bakery is free for everybody all the time.
According to the 2012 United States Census, nearly 20% of Jackson County's population lives below the poverty level, and that makes the market an important asset to the community. Frequent shopper Abby Ferguson believes the market is a great addition to the community.
I think that's awesome because there's a lot of people around here that are sort of living in poverty, and just to give them the opportunity to get a good variety of healthy food.
The market also offers a food assistance program for customers that may not be able to afford their groceries. Once a month they can get an additional box of free food in a separate section of the store.
I like that it's sort of a different idea. Like, when I had first heard about it, I was like, that's really unique, and I feel like it's something that should be started up in other locations too.
Tuesdays are the busiest days at the market because that's when the shipments of produce and bread are received. They offer a variety of items in the store, from hair and nail products to ice cream and coffee at discounted prices. Customer Sonia Rondo feels that the food assistance program is the most important reason to shop and support the market.
You don't have enough money to pay for your groceries, that they will just let you have them. So when I do go grocery shopping, I like to go there because I like to support that. Even though I can personally pay for my own groceries, a lot of people can't.
Whether you are shopping at the market or just stopping by with donations, this is a great place for the local community to buy food at a low cost.
Well, what a wonderful way to help locals in need. If you're looking to help out with the market, you can shop there and support them, or donate money to help with the expense of their other donations.
Sometimes all you need to help make the world a better place is right in your backyard, or in this case, buried deep underneath it. One particular park is literally turning buried trash into treasure for everyone. Catamount Report correspondent Laura Cantrell has all the details.
Park is a hidden treasure tucked away in Dillsboro. This project is an effort of Jackson County.
The Green Energy Park's director, Tim Muth, operates the department with assistance from local artists, interns, and even Western Carolina University students.
So I'm the county guy that runs the place. Everyone else here is either an artist that's paying to work here, or they're an intern that's coming in and working with us in trade for shop time and experience.
The park aims to literally turn trash into treasure by turning landfill gases into useful sources of clean energy.
We're protecting the environment by destroying that methane, and at the same time we're able to provide an opportunity for these folks to come in and create a career for themselves while still keeping their energy costs low.
World-renowned glass-blowing artists have visited and created art at Jackson County's Green Energy Park.
We literally bring in world-class artisans. We also bring in engineers and architects from literally from across the world to come in here to see what we've done to try and replicate that in their home countries.
But you don't have to know anything about the arts before getting involved. Tours are offered every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday upon request. Classes in glassblowing, metalwork, and ceramics are offered at the Green Energy Park as well.
The facility is here for people in the community, whether they want to do the art, or they just like to watch the art, or they just want to bring their kids up and watch. But it's a community project. It belongs to the folks here in Jackson County, and I want them to come out and take advantage of it.
Muth says that the ultimate goal of the Green Energy Park is to increase economic growth in Dillsboro and provide folks with the opportunity to learn about and create art using green energy.
You can swing by the Green Energy Park to learn more about green energy and environmental conservation, take a cool class to make some art, or buy art from local artists themselves to support the park and help keep its services going.
Now is the time in our newscast where we will be shifting gears and kicking off our sports part of the show. The women's track team recently finished second at the Outdoor Southern Conference Championships and owes part of their success to the young talent on the team. Here's Hannah Hayden with the story of one unique Catamount athlete.
Western Carolina University sophomore and women's track standout Taylor Carter has already made her mark on the women's program in her short time as a Catamount. Carter has already broken 4 school records in less than 2 full seasons, including the 600, 200, and 400 meter dash. In 2013, she was a part of both indoor and outdoor Southern Conference Championships, where she was also awarded Freshman of the Year. Coach Danny Williamson believes her work ethic is responsible for Carter's success thus far.
She was, as far as what she does for the team, she is a sprinter for us. She runs all the sprint races, and probably what has made her so successful is her work ethic. She is a relentless worker who doesn't want to fail. She really wants to succeed.
Before beginning a race, there's a lot of excitement, but Carter reminds herself that this is nothing that she hasn't done before.
The first thing that goes through my mind is this is just another day at practice. This is not something I've not done before, and with practice and perfection, you will be able to accomplish any race. I'm always excited. I never really get nervous, and if it's nervous, it's just excitement.
Senior Janice Robinson describes Carter as a fun person to be around as well as a great teammate.
But she's fun to be around, so she brings that good energy to the team by itself, so it makes it more fun and lets us relax a little bit. And then she's hardworking, so she brings that energy too. So she's just a lot of fun to be around, and she pushes us all to do our best work.
Former Western Carolina track star and Olympian, Mania Mitchell looks forward to seeing what Carter's future holds.
Her work ethic takes her a long way, and that will transcribe off the track as well as running for her nation of Bahamas. So I'm excited to see, where her endeavors will take her and her work ethic and how it will continue along as a professional as she makes it to those ranks and running for her country as well. So we'll see.
Taylor Carter sets high standards for herself as an athlete, but her ultimate goal is to graduate from Western Carolina with a degree in education and begin teaching and helping others in the classroom.
We look forward to seeing what else Taylor Carter accomplishes over her next 2 years here at Western Carolina University. And as we all saw, Taylor Carter is definitely a great athlete, but as Western North Carolina locals recently proved, you don't have to be a track star to enjoy a good run around campus every now and then. Giving you all the information is reporter Alina Voronenko.
Dreams become realities at the Valley of the Lilies Half Marathon and 5K held at Western Carolina University on Saturday. The Valley of the Lilies race kicked off at 8 a.m. near Balsam Hall with runners of all ages getting in position. Half marathon runners started first, while 5K runners took off 15 minutes later. The event, which is filled with students, faculty, and local runners, started 4 years ago as a half marathon and grew into a 5K with high community support and funding. Jay Cyphers, co-director of the race, says the event is not only a way to stay fit, but it's also an opportunity to donate to the university.
The overall goal is to raise money to support student research and travel, to professional meetings, as well as support student education, and so that's been the overall goal for that.
Runners in the event ran through various parts of campus and alongside the Tuckasegee River, making their way back through campus towards Western Carolina University's Central Plaza. Brian Ulrich, men's winner of the half marathon for 3 years in a row, was among dozens of runners to cross the Catamount Head finish line and says his success comes from knowing the ins and outs of the course.
I'd say the main thing is conservative through the beginning. You can work through the middle miles and definitely save something for the hill, because even if you save something, it's still going to be tough.
The Valley of the Lilies course is held every year on the first Saturday in April. Registration is open to everyone and fees range from $20 to $60.
I gotta say, Brian Ulrich is definitely impressive with all his consecutive wins. But the important thing is that we have events like this that really connect the community with the school. It also never hurts to get outdoors, enjoy the day, and be healthy.
Speaking of enjoying a beautiful day, Kayla, Western Carolina University supporters did just that as they watched in crowds as the Catamounts defeated the UNC Asheville Bulldogs this spring in a close game. Our very own Michelle Owens has the news you need to know.
On Tuesday, April 2nd, Western Carolina University faced off against the UNCA baseball team. The UNCA Bulldogs took the lead in the first inning after Western Carolina's Brian Sammons walked a batter. Brian Connolly started out pitching for UNCA, but throughout the game, the Bulldogs made 4 pitching changes. In the 8th inning, Taylor Sanford drove in 2 runs with a base hit for the Cats, making the score 4-1. Porter Randall came in as the 4th pitcher and finished out the game for the UNCA Bulldogs. After beating UNCA, WCU now has a record of 17 wins and 9 losses. The Cats with Bats will face off with UNCG next at Greensboro on Friday, April 4th. Pitcher Brian Sammons was really proud of his teammates. He believes that the Cats can win another championship this season.
Yeah, we just got to keep playing our game. We're starting to get pretty hot at the right time going into conference play. And if we keep this going, we should go a long way with it. Yeah, our goal is to win SoCon this year, and with the talent we have, we think we can definitely do it.
Coach Bobby Miranda tells how he is going to prepare against his next opponent, UNCG.
You got to be good on both sides of the ball. If you're not, you probably aren't going to win a championship. So that's what we're fighting to do. We're trying to get, be better on both sides of the baseball, the best we can possibly be on both sides of the baseball. And if we play at the highest level, then we got a good chance to win the baseball game.
Miranda wants his team to play the best they can and prepare for games in practice. He believes if they play hard, they could have a chance at winning the championship.
That looked like it was definitely a great game, and all of us students are very proud of our baseball team this year. Good luck to the Cats with Bats for the season. Also, good luck to the rest of us Cats as we come upon an end of another great school year here at Western Carolina University. Thank you for watching the Catamount Report. We're bringing to you the latest and greatest news happening around the WE. I'm Alina Voronenko.
And I'm Kayla Godfrey. Have a wonderful night, Catamounts.